shatters, causing the girl to snap back to reality. And when she does, no electricity and modern equipment. Outside, the world is turned into a bit. The girl, Val Hernandez. She is a brash, up-and-coming FPS. One day, he sets up Val for a job interview at a diner, and she reluctantly leaves. He's ditching her interview and is going to a tournament of a game called Field of Fighting. Val figures that if she wins first place, she could make a ton of money and appearance in the tournament. Soon, the two arrive at the arena for the competition and sign for the finals. However, Val has her sights set on beating the arrogant. He even interacts with the crowd in the middle of the game, such is his confidence. The plan quickly backfires and Roy eliminates her in the blink of an eye, despite selfies with his fans. And while Evan is away to get the car, a man named Kojima comment. But before she can say anything, Kojima hands her his business card, truth about where she was during the day, which infuriates Carlos even more, which is more important for her future. And just like any other parent, Carlos asked about the game earlier in the day and gets angry that Roy took the first position, decides to visit the given address. Soon, she reaches the Golden Sauce and instructs her to sit down and play a game. Val is still confused as to why Seeing this, Kojima hands her an energy drink called Impulse Knives, starts to move in slow motion. As a result, the game, which was symbol from Kojima, when she inquires as to what happened, he explains that Impulse 9's quantity of intake of the energy drink. Following this, Kojima demands 5. Kojima gets a call from Roy, and it's revealed that he also uses Impulse to buy the bottle of Impulse 9. The next day, at the arena, Val takes action. She dominates the leaderboard for a while. Seeing this, Roy regardless of the outcome. As a result, time for Val moves at an wild, and everyone cheers for her, as well as Evan. As the couple kisses, house, she is holding a baby, and shortly after, Evan comes into the after seeing her fully grown adult body and a wedding ring on her hand. The house, she finds the neighborhood in total disarray, as people live intense with life in an instant. Furthermore, the town where they live is enclosed by large wolves for attacking humans. Because of this, the residents of the town guard the gate regularly. This resulted in people snapping back to reality many years into Pulsar, unless they snap back to the current time. Furthermore, since the and deputy are Val and a man named Dan, to avoid ending up like the Carlos, and attempts to recall her last meeting with him. However, when she turns her, Deputy Dan calls Val down for latrine duty. She initially declares, "Kids, see what happens when you don't go for job interviews?" Many days pass and Val picks up the kids from school, where her daughter Sophia gives her a drawing of her, saying once she reaches the house, she finds Evan pedaling a bicycle to power up a game console and agrees to play one round before putting the kids to sleep. After Evan heads out terrified and informs Val that she has missed her guard duty shift. As a result, wife is furious with Val. Filled with guilt, Val tries to go home. She expresses her feelings towards Evan, who comforts and reassures her before going a letter, admitting that she is actually a Pulsar. The next morning, Val exits land and soon comes across an abandoned building. It turns out that the dilapidated pops out of the counter. However, she feels as if something is off. She admits that a lot of lives were ruined because of the Impulse 9 drink. However, she will never snap back into this world. This is because she will travel lest she play her favorite game while going through with it. Val likes the idea and decides to. Val then takes a trip down memory lane and remembers all the good moments. The gate, an angry Evan is on guard duty, and he refuses to let his wife in and shots from afar, and realize that it is the Death Lizards approaching their community, and the alarms go off, sending everyone into a state of panic. One community feels betrayed by her. She plans to gain their trust, hence she tells her he obliges. Shortly after, Val whips out the large Impulse 9 Death Lizards is none other than Roy himself. The two immediately recognize each, but despite his threats, Val is unfazed. It turns out that she is already and opens fire on one of the gas canisters, sending the attackers flying to the ground. All of a sudden, Roy comes out and he fires a shot at Val, her last breath, signaling to Evan that the community has been saved. And leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.